Hey guys, welcome to the live. 8 in the morning on a Sunday. As always, my parents came, so I came early. This is the new phone. Let's see if the battery goes better. I'm gonna do 455 diamonds, 555 pull-ups, 555 squats. I wake up sore on my back, wake up sore on my legs, and the chest is always. No matter none. I'm gonna put the work, put that pain, build that structure. I don't know how long it's gonna have battery, but we'll see. First time using this shit on the live. Not the first time like this type of phone, because I used this before breaking. But this is either a new or they said it was like changed shit, but I think it's just a new one. So yeah, no matter. I'm tired. As you guys can see, I ate more yesterday, ate today in the morning. It is what it is. Didn't drink as much coffee as I wish to, but with my parents there, it's always like a bother to me. I feel like it's not. I don't have my space. It's like getting to 28. My parents come live with me. Like it's kind of like belittling me, you know. I'm thinking of my options, and I'll be really thinking about everything, even getting my car, my stuff, and just go live in the wild. But in that case, y'all not gonna see me because I don't know, I have battery. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life for real. These workouts, the only thing that makes me feel joy in my life, truly, is working out, waking up sore as fuck. Waking up sore as fuck, waking up heavy as fuck, in a lot of pain physically. That's what I love, and that's what gives me purpose. So that's what I keep doing, man. We're gonna do sets of 20 of each. I was not expecting this, like, my body is way more tired than usual. It might be from all I ate yesterday. I don't know what it is. Okay. It was definitely hardcore right now, just doing 10. Yo, I think a hotel right there is burning. It's all black in the part. Or is that a tree? It might be a tree. I fucking know. I'm feeling heavy as fuck, bro, not gonna lie. We might do sets of 10, fuck it. Because in real life, yesterday we did sets of 10 and I feel sorry as fuck. I was trying to search the healthy, handsome guy, but I couldn't find him. I don't know why. I put his name and channel. Appear a bunch of videos with him, but I don't find his channel for some reason. I don't know if he's being. Even if he's shadow banned, it's weird because once you put channel, he appears. I don't know what's going on. I'm doing this shit so early because one part is my parents being there. Oh, police right there. I don't know. One part is my parents being there. The other part is like I have a lunch. Then I have to go to Lisbon vote either for our what it used to be the top level of the Marines almirants, or Ventura, which is a part one of the leader of the group Chega, which is what I support. Many haters. I only see him really caring for our people, truly without wanting to be corrupted. So fuck everybody else who's against him, which is all my family. Fuck all them, man. Peasants. Hi Torbijmervik. Hi Michelle. How are you going from Michelle Bell? I'm going good, Michelle. I appreciate the gold chain. We're doing 455 diamonds, pull-ups and squats early in the morning of a Sunday. Cause there's no rest days for me. There's no weekend days for me. There's none of that goofy shit. We do it every day out here. Real warrior. Real samurai. $20 diamonds now. Japanese duck cutely appears. Hey man, I just put that work, and this jacket is not even. This jacket is one of the lighter jackets I have, because me working out already know that even though it's freezing cold, it don't matter. I heat my body naturally. I don't need none of that shit. You know what I mean? We might take 4 hours doing this. I don't care. The only thing is I have the lunch, which is the bother. To me, lunches, restaurants, this and that is all a bother. Like, because it stops me from doing what I want. Just yesterday, one of the reasons too, I left because people was annoying me with like, bro, there was a guy stretching this shit over and over. Like, he stretched like 5 times, bro. He was longer stretching and drinking water than working out. He did 6 sets, 40 minutes here, stretching the same muscles, drinking water. Fucking pathetic. Twenty pulls. Squads, guys. I appreciate all y'all showing support, subscribing to me. Be growing. Let's go. Hello, Japanese dog. 20 right now. Let's keep the fighting. We ain't leaving here until 555. My fear is like I missed the lunch, but I'm so fucking tired of like not putting me first. Even though I do this every day, any day that I don't do the numbers that I do because I had other compromises is a bullshit day. I'm not with it. Like, other people don't matter more than me. Nobody matters more than me. And I genuinely like hate doing less numbers, less growth, because somebody want to have a lunch in a restaurant. Fuck a restaurant, man. Fuck a meal. Fuck whatever. I go, after we finish this, I go and buy some cookies with like white chocolate on it. So dope. Like so good and super crunchy and hard. It's really, really good. Maybe a Powerade. Yesterday I did a Powerade. I don't need much, man. I can eat whatever I want to eat. Try too fast. I don't need much. I just want to put all I got in me, push myself to the hardest every day, and that's it. Fuck a rest day too. Thirty diamonds. It's gonna be a long journey today. And another thing, I came so early that I've been thinking I'm gonna be early, is because nobody's here. I can train alone, which was my purpose yesterday, but I got unlucky, man. I got a stretch clown, and then other people came, and I'm no better than nobody, so I cannot be talking about who comes or not. I did went nasty and said like very loud, I'm the only one working out for real here, which is true. If you spend more time stretching and drinking water than working out, you're not a real athlete. Whoa. 30. Oh shit, my back. I need to stretch. That's what I be missing for real. Woo! Let's go. I do a whole set and then I check what to think. Squats, 30. Japanese though, nobody here. Then who's here? Yeah, it is. It is what it is, bro. But to be honest, it's better people moving than not moving at the same time. You know what I mean? Disease is called by lack of movement. A lot of people. I was just watching a video today, and it was about two guys, the healthy, handsome guy and another guy, and they were talking about protein. Protein drinks is not good and shit. Nothing is good nowadays. Okay, nothing is good apart from natural foods, and it don't matter. You can eat whatever the fuck you want. As long as you work out, as long as you do exercise, you're good, bro. That's how you keep your health in check. $40 diamonds. Pull-ups. My back is kind of whack, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yesterday I was already feeling like weird. But it's a weird thing that I'm feeling. I'm doing everything right now. Pull-ups, squats, diamonds, push-ups, running. So the body maybe is adapting. You know what I mean? I don't know. Nothing better than a cold breeze in the morning to wake you up. Other people is about the cold showers, nothing wrong with that. But if your body adapts to cold temperatures, let's see. Forty squats, 40 pulls, 40 diamonds. Hopefully this can withstand the whole journey. It was 85% battery if I don't miss it. Let's see. But it's gonna be a long ass workout. Yesterday we worked for 3 hours. I don't know how long this is gonna be. Even more because I ain't counting the running, you know. And I'm running 2.6 kilometers, but I live here close to the beach, so it's like mountains, up and down, up and down. It's way harder than when you're just running plain. Fifty diamonds. Another thing, guys, is when you're doing the squats, make sure you do full range of motion, because that way you are training your ligaments too. Okay? I see people stopping here. You're not really working the ligaments like that. That's why people then have injuries all types here, because they're not working the mobility. Mobility is as important as the muscle. Train the ligaments so injuries don't appear, okay? When I feel heavy after I ate too much, nothing better than pull-ups. I feel like is what makes me feel better and feel like digests the whole food and takes all that stomach botherness. Pull-ups now, and it's a beautiful view too. Like this. Yesterday I was kind of talking shit because it was just, you know, I was not with it, but this is a very peaceful place to train. Like, you can see a beautiful view and the infinitude of the universe. You cannot see further because it's just sea, and then it's like sky and shit. Squats, 50. I love doing these sets, man. I love doing pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. It's like training full body. It's how I feel my best, and I think it's way better than just training one thing. Hajata, hi, Hajata. How are you doing? 60 diamonds. Woo! It's time to feel the pump already. You see, from soreness, we go to pump. Back to back. I don't need no recovery. $60 pull-ups. As you guys know, I'm about to do 28 next month. For you to be like go to the army or SEAL Marine or Air Forces is until 27. So I'll be thinking if I should apply one last time. But then at the same time, I just be thinking like it's so much restricted and you just have to be obeying, and I hate doing that shit. I don't obey to nobody. I follow nobody. I just lead. And just think like I want to train, and people are gonna say, "Oh, who gave you permission to go to this park?" You know, there. I'll be like, that's corny, because I promote working out, I promote health, and not restriction. Did I did the diamond? Yeah, I think I did. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do a set of 20 to make sure. $60 squats. Starting to feel tired. Squats always make me tired. That's why I usually don't train legs, but I'm gonna start doing it because I feel like my legs is growing massively from it. $70 diamonds now. Whew. Heavy work out here. Japanese duck. You okay? Yeah, bro, I'm okay. Putting the work, man, building. I see more of my body build and looking better and better. I love it. Just yesterday I was watching my video of pull-ups and squats, and my body being so much muscular makes me feel amazing. You love it too? $70. Bro, laughing, but it's a lot of like of Asian culture, of like knowledge of working out, keeping healthy, and you know, this is important. Out here where I live in Portugal, we don't have that culture. The culture here is smoke, drink, be a fucking peasant, be a fucking drug addict. So it's an embarrassment. And I'm trying to promote the opposite. I'm trying to promote working out. To me, it's very bad that it's only the army, it's only the police who has the structure of working out and keeping working out, keeping a good health and good body and strong and powerful body, you know. More and more people nowadays, we are building fitness, we are building structure, but still a lot of peasantry, which is not okay. So shout out to agriculture who already has the right mindset, you know what I mean? 70, 70, 70. 70 squats, pull-ups, and push-ups. As I said, working out a lot is building bricks. Every set is a new brick that you put in on your body, and you keep building, keep building. Yesterday I was unsure because we were taking so much of our time and pace to do the 10 sets in each time that I was unsure if I was gaining. But looking at the video, I love it. And then today I wake up back sore, leg sore, and I knew like there was gains on it. You know what I mean? $80 diamonds. And the thing of doing 10, 10, 10 is I can fully focus on full range of motion and a pace that I feel the building, I feel the fibers, instead of, you know, certain people making excuses and not doing full range of motion, not focusing on squeezing. No, we do fully. It's not about ego. It's not about, you know, when I do 30 reps in a row, 40 reps in a row, it feels amazing, and definitely is growth to that, and I love it. But I will never say and lie and say, oh no, full range of motion is worse and builds less. No, it doesn't. When you go out here, you feel the fibers. I'm not even on the ground, I feel fully. You know what I mean? And coming right here, you're feeling the back muscles too. So it's always better to do full range of motion. Now you don't wanna, you wanna go on the impulsive power building, do that, you will build that too. I'm not saying you don't, do whatever you prefer, but don't be lying though, because people feel any type of way. Herons, what's up bro? Welcome. Yo, long time no see. True man. Welcome, welcome. Japanese duck, what? I don't understand what you mean in that what. You know what I mean? Well yeah, let's go. We 80. Let's get to the 100. Pull-ups, bro. Don't mind the camera. If you can be whatever you want to be. Yeah, another thing is like the 1 hour pull-ups really helped me because I used to not be able to do 10 reps every time, and yesterday I proved myself that I can. So. You know, it's always building. You never know, guys. Any workout is a good workout, you know what I mean? Just keep building. Keep putting that pain. That's how you grow. Squats. I'm gonna put the shirt because it's kind of cold, bro. I don't feel cold because I'm with the heat, but the wind on my back, it doesn't taste that good. Even though I know the body. Yo, look at my body, bro. Major gains. Major gains, man. People say you cannot build through calisthenics. No, you can. They can't. Because they work out like a bitch. That's why. I mean, what you were talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about, man. Not gonna lie. I kind of forgot already. I just go through the motions. Whatever comes to my mind, I say it. That's my therapy out here. But yeah, people who say you cannot build in calisthenics is the same people who cannot build on weights because they train soft, you know. That's what it is. I know guys that I used to be good with, and they stopped being good with me because I talk about the dumb shit they be talking about, that it isn't true. It's not because the person is soft and don't train as a man that is true, you know. They don't train. They ain't doing 100 reps, so they don't build. Just like in the weights, you take 5 minutes to go to each machine, each dumbbell, each barbell. You soft, unless you're doing powerlifting, you know. But if you're doing powerlifting, you better lifting at least 70 kilos. You know what I mean? If you're doing bench press and shit like that, at least. If you're not, I don't know what the fuck powerlifting that is. And build through that. I'm not saying you start there, but build through that, you know. I just don't like lies and excuses from lazy people. We live in a world that everybody has an opinion and feel like entitled to their opinion matter. No. If you're nobody, if you don't do nothing glorious, it doesn't matter. Like a guy that I met in the gym, he was like a Viking. And he was lifting 100. I was like either 100 kilos or 120. 5 reps. I was like, whoa, bro, that's amazing. Then he grabbed 2 40 kilos dumbbells, each one. Bang, bang, bang. If he said something, I respect him from his strength, and I want to hear his opinion. But now it comes to somebody who's doing nothing. Probably a hater, probably like a whatever, right? And he says something, I don't care. It doesn't come in because you have to prove yourself as a man or a woman that you are somebody. It's not just I just want to say. I don't give a fuck what you want to say. It's just like last lunch that I had last week. My brother and my cousin, and my father giving opinions. Oh, this and that, this and that. I don't give a fuck. Who's you? What's your presence? You know, nobody. So your opinion don't matter. And people can scream out of their mouths. Nobody cares if you don't have presence. You have to prove yourself as a person in this world to have an opinion. People have to like you and admire you for somebody to care. And that's the life we live. Opinions don't matter if you are nobody. That's just reality. It's not what I think, it's just reality. It's people coming and talking. Do I hear? I could if I wanted, but I don't care. So I don't care, you know. Opinions don't matter if you're not a nobody, you know. If you're nobody, it doesn't matter. You have to be somebody. You have to make something in the world that is different or is admirable. I don't even know the numbers. I think it's 90, but it might be 100 already. I don't even fucking know, to be honest. I really don't. That's why I said I was gonna bring a paper and pen, but I forgot it. I have to bring that shit because then I forget the numbers, bro. I don't even know the last one, 80 or was more than that. You know? That's why I don't count. I like counting the reps, but I don't count it because I just don't remember the numbers. I feel like stop counting and just doing this shit, man. Doing this shit until I have to go, which is I have to go my home, but first I'm gonna eat some cookies, buy some cookies, and then probably a Gatorade or something else. Then I have to go to my house, take a shower, grab my car, and go to their restaurant, which is like 30 something minutes away. Especially on the weekend, like even worse. So I probably should leave. And you see why I hate having compromises is because of this shit. Because I have to be thinking instead of just living free and doing whatever I want to do. No, I have to be thinking like when I have to leave. So it's not a wasted workout, but it's a downgraded workout because I might feel like keep going, but now I can't because I have these other compromises that it don't matter. Eating, restaurants, pleasures, it don't matter nothing. It brings you nothing. It's completely wasteful. We all do it, but it's completely a waste of time. It don't improve you in no manner. You know what I mean? This 90. I think that's a number. Bro, I'm trying to enjoy these leg like squats. You just feel the friction right here. And it builds like my legs is building fast, bro, just from the squats. And probably the running. I like that shit, you know what I mean? And it's a really full range of motion. As I said, don't even try getting weights if you cannot do a full squat. If you cannot stay here, don't grab no weight, guys. And I'm telling from experience, I fucked my lower back up by doing just a bar and doing squats. Why? Because I couldn't reach here. I couldn't do real full range of motion. Now I can. You see, I don't fall. I'm not falling, none of that shit. Stable. And I can get up as I want to. Train your mobility first before grabbing any weight. Ego lifting is dumb as fuck. Train for the bump, for the enjoyment, for the heat. Not because, oh, let me show off people that don't matter and I'm never gonna see it again. See, it don't matter nothing, bro. And remember that next time you try to do that shit, you go to the gym and gonna try to do that shit to show it to any girl or whatever. Remember that if they see me, that's what they want. And I ain't doing no weights. I ain't doing no ego lifting and that shit. I'm never trying to prove to myself to nobody. I do this shit because I love it. Not for others, for myself. That's why when I'm training and I see people like looking very amazing shit, very like, wow. My response is, what are you looking at, peasant? Because I don't care. This is not a show and I ain't trying to make no fanboys stalk me and shit. That's why when you see people stalking and staring at me, I literally say, you need something, bro? Because I don't like that watching shit. I do this shit for me. For you to motivate you, and somebody is walking and feel motivated, amazing. If they feel motivated to train, amazing. But no fanboys, you know, no stalkers, no starers. If you stare and look weird, I'm gonna confront you. And if you don't leave, I'm gonna fight you and beat the shit out of you. God, 100. I like the strength and sets, man. Shit feels good. have a lot of mucus right now. I ate pizza yesterday, bread with cheese and olive oil. It sounds weird, but I like it a lot. I like a lot of Portuguese culture, really. Bread, olive oil, or bread and butter, or bread, butter and cheese, maybe some honey on the top. I had some super old honey. I didn't want to eat that shit, so I put olive oil. And to be honest, it was pretty good. I don't mind trying new things. I feel people don't like to try new things. It's cowards when you wasting experiences in life. I wish I had more courage to go to many different countries and seeing different things. You know, even going to like places in nature that I know that is more dangerous to be. Like I used to do that shit as a kid with my friends. We used to go to places and sometimes we get big scars and huge cuts. But it's adventure, you know. I wish I was more of that too. That's why people think like, oh, you're so courageous and like hardcore. But for me, knowing myself fully, I'm not as I wish, even surfing. I was about to surf with a girl I never surfed before, and I always keep that fear in me. Or like, I don't know. So even myself, I have a lot of blockchains that I want to improve. Okay, don't think I'm all that, and I still have a lot of things that I want to do that other people do. It's not because I'm hardcore on the trains that it means that I'm good or as good as certain people who have courage to do other shit that I don't have. Bro, it's freezing, not gonna lie to you. It's really cold. I'm gonna change the workout because of the cold, and we're gonna do maximum reps on each thing. I'm not even counting. Oh, and I want to say that shit to you. That's how I started too. 10 sets of maximum reps, you know, whatever it be. And I recommend push-ups, pull-ups, and squats because it's full body. That way you're training the whole body. It's so cold, I feel like my muscle is kind of freezing. It's even harder. It's funny that in Portuguese culture, we have this culture of like grabbing a napkin, and if you have mucus, you do in your nose or spit or something. But in Japanese culture, they do like this and put it out, you know. And they think it's disgusting to put in the napkin, because then we put it on our pockets, and they think that shit is disgusting. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with them. It's like, I don't know, I just do it like what makes more sense. And I apologize if this discussion is discussing anybody, because I know like I have a lot of girls and women here too, so I mean, what you were talking. Remember the girl that didn't run? I remember a girl said she didn't like to run, and there's other girl. Then there's the one who we talk about maybe surfing together. I don't really remember what was the conversations. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't get stuck on the past. It's like if something doesn't develop, I just stop caring and forget completely. To be completely honest, like I don't even remember well the conversation. I don't know. It don't matter, man. People who don't stuck in your life and things don't develop don't matter. You know what I mean? I understand y'all. A lot of y'all get stuck on like, oh, I wish this work, or I like this person, I wish that work. I used to be like that too, but it's just a big waste of time. If things don't develop, if the person doesn't show like they want to hang out and be with you, it don't matter. I can remember like 2 or 3 girls that I said like, yo, pull up, let's do something. And I didn't have, either I had the response that it was not about hanging out, was doing anything else, or I didn't get the response. And I just like, okay, life moves on. It's like, people don't matter like that, guys. Girls don't matter like that. And for the girls, men don't matter like that too. If people don't show effort and specifically say like, oh yeah, let's hang out or let's do this, once you already show the interest and show the effort, I don't pay no attention back. It's like, it's even match, or if she wants me to give an extra because she's below what I gave, hey, fuck off. I don't care. Ah, feel the burn. But yeah, I cover a lot of girls who they were interested in me, but they are expecting me to show like a bunch of effort when they show none. You know, pre-privilege, they be like that, doing nothing, waiting for me to do all the extra, Prince Charming, all the effort. Nah, man, fuck off. Like, even you bring the same energy and the same effort, and he's like, oh, you want to hang out? And their response is, yeah, let's go hang out, let's do this together. Either it's that energy or it isn't. My mom, who was always a working mom, she didn't want to stay. She didn't want to like be raising us as kids, so I was raising by babysitters and shit. But my mom always was a working woman, feminist to the core. I never got on these G's of the man has to do all that shit and very traditional. No. You wanna be with me? Grown ass woman. I stand up, you stand up, we do both a team. It's none of that shit of like, let me be your daddy. You want a daddy? Go elsewhere, for real. I'm no daddy, I'm 28 years old. I'm not doing that shit. I'm looking for a partner, somebody who's a team for me. A woman who, you know, a grown woman, like a woman who, a mother woman who you want to be independent too, want to be a team, we work together. I root for you, I support you, you root for me, you support me. None of that daddy daughter shit. That shit is not for me, for real. Kinda forgot to do the squats, but fuck it, we do it now. But yeah, bro, if a woman cannot like send a message, call, and she's just waiting, and she feels bothered by the fact that she wants you, but she's just waiting and don't go get it, the same thing. Just like you text her or you call her, you know, and she feels like you have to do that shit and she not gonna do it because she's a woman, so she just has to wait, keep waiting. Disney movies have ended met long ago. The prince and princess is not real, and in real life you have to go and get it. So if you don't show you want me, you don't show admiration, that's not for me. I wouldn't be an influencer if I didn't want people to really like like me and admire me for me. I ain't looking for. I ain't the one that goes. I ain't the one I'll chase. I always promote that shit to y'all. I no chaser, man. I bring things to me. I bring results. You know, I'm the prize. I'm the trophy, and that's why every time a woman sees, she's amazed and wanna see me. And y'all see girls come with the boyfriends, they don't stop staring at me. Sometimes the boyfriend even get mad with them. I ain't doing all these and that. Like, you want a hot guy, he's not the same as the average dude who be thirsting over you. Real talk. Ah! Fuck! And this is not to say I'm not horny, I'm none of these whole shit of like I have options or I talk with multiple people. No, I don't. When I talk with a girl, I'm just talking with her. I don't be putting eggs into my bucket. I ain't saying I have a bunch of options like a whole. No, I'm a serious dude, bro. But what I don't do is none of that play shit. I don't do none of that play shit. I'll pursue somebody who has the same effort, the same energy. She respects me like I respect her, and we are a team. There's no prince, charming. There's no daddy daughter. There's no whole shit of options and all that whole culture. What's the name? I just remember my whole culture. I don't even remember the name that people, these no modern or new people say. I don't even remember what is this. And also, no, I don't think like you have to go to a restaurant or you have to go spend money on somebody to know the person. Okay? There's nothing wrong going on a walk or in a beautiful place. Either you really want to know the person and see if that's your person for the rest of your life, to raise kids and have a family, or if we are with this whole culture, which is all transitional. No, I don't fuck with that shit. No woman has to give nothing. She has not to give sex, no kisses, no nothing. Either the man has to be spending money on a woman. If they like each other by the persona, they want to spend time together. It's not about the money. And nothing wrong too with going to a restaurant and going to a nice restaurant. But when the standards is to spend money and has to be something very elaborate in a very nice restaurant for the first time, is when everything is backwards. Stop being by really liking each other and spending time with each other, which was raised on. We were raised on, meeting a person and spending time with that person because they like each other. And now we transform to a whole culture where it's transactional. It's like the man has to spend money for a dinner or for a date, and the woman then gonna have to give sex in the first, two, third dates. It's some bullshit, it's some whole shit. So all that whole shit, you'll keep it by yourself. I'm not looking for that. And any woman who wants that shit, hey, don't look at me. other thing is, I have no problem spending money to go to movies, go to a restaurant, but I'm definitely not interested in doing that shit on the first time I see you. I don't know you, I don't know if I like you, and that's it. Neither I'm expecting nothing from you apart your company, your energy, your persona, your personality. Shout out to you. I see the love coming, the hearts. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's how I feel. I am raised in a traditional way, not in the transitional way of like, as I told you, the daddy-daughter ship, but in the sense of like, let's know each other. It's not about sex. It's not about money. It's about meeting, finding this is a real match through the soul. If you like each other companies, and if you bring sparks where it's going to be love when we like each other. Just our companies is what fulfills us. It's not about these other material things and nothing that is useless. Okay? That's how I feel. I've been like that, and I'm gonna keep being like that for the rest of my life. I don't care about these things that it don't matter. That's why things are not working out, because people are less interested in company and energies and sharing time with each other, and more with things that don't matter, like experiences or pleasures of the flesh. That burn. Woo! And to be honest, my best dates was going on a walk or be with a bunch of group and I'm talking with one girl and you're going and talking. We are on the phone. We are planning things. We are enjoying our times together. It never been, oh, I went to this restaurant or these movies, or never been like that, because all that shit don't matter. Like, what it matters is like, do you like each other? And I love when I did. And every time it was more of like certain people who are expecting certain answers or expecting a protocol that for some reason they have in their mind, but it's really just they think that's what it is, and the other person don't even understand that shit because it didn't come from that. It don't make sense to me. I appreciate the love, guys, but for real, I had girls that they were expecting me to be a certain way, to answer a certain way, because that's their mind of like what they wanted. But that's an illusion. It's too much Disney movies, too much Netflix movies, and they think every guy is exactly what they are expecting for. It isn't. We are human beings. Nobody's robots. Nobody's Prince Charming. Either y'all come into reality, or keep feeling miserable and questioning why it doesn't appear the person, because it appears over and over and over, but it never is the made-up thing that a lot of y'all have in your minds. I'm never expecting a girl to be pitch perfect, or to not have flaws, or to not get angry, or to not have their own personal problems and insecurities. I know people. We are people. Nobody's robots. Nobody expecting certain fake person. And these people who be saying, proclaiming this shit, and doing these podcasts and doing all that shit, you should be like this and this and this. All of them singles, a lot of them gay, not even like girls, but be talking about how a woman should be. It's fucking ridiculous. And nobody is like a stereotype. expects sex for a woman in little interactions is just a player, and a woman who expects restaurants and money experience is just a gold digger. So don't waste your time with these type of people. And if you feel insulted because you relate to these type of people, hey, I'm literally calling you that. Just know that. If I speak, I mean it. And I'm gonna go by the other side too, which it is. I see a lot of guys too who want to go on a certain date, but they going to Starbucks, they going to fast food restaurants. I do understand why the woman feel angry. I don't feel like, oh, she's so out of pocket because she feels fucked up that you sending her to a fast food restaurant. It's like, that shit is whack, man. A lot of y'all, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of y'all fat, but like send the girl to a fast food restaurant. It's like, if you are fat, you have money. If you had the money, you wouldn't be a certain weight. So, you know, kings used to be the only ones who were fat because they were the only ones who have money. So let's stop the bullshit, and you have good restaurants where you're gonna spend 20 bucks, 20 euros on a nice meal and a nice dessert, okay? It's not that different from spending 10, 12, 15 in the whack-ass fast food restaurants or coffees, okay? So let's stop too with the broke shit at the same time. I'm saying it's cool to go on walks, it's cool to go on nature, it's cool to have these experiences for sure, 100%. But if you're gonna if you're gonna go now to more like a date where it's more where you're going to a restaurant, a nice dinner or lunch, don't go fast food, guys. Don't go to fucking coffee, because there's nothing like, come on, if you don't have 20 bucks to spend on a girl, maybe you should work more on your pockets first, because a girl is the continuation on his dad, his kids, and that's has a lot of money involved. Raising a family, taking care of a lady, there's a lot of money involved on that shit. So a lot of y'all just want to have a relationship, but then y'all don't have the reality that if you're gonna build a family, it's a lot of resources to that, okay? And no woman's gonna get glamour by going to a fast food. She could go by herself to do that shit. Matter of fact, they do that shit all the time when they just feel like, you want to eat something comfortable. So go just to a nice place. You don't need to spend 50 bucks on a fucking meal. But if you don't have 50 bucks or 50 euros for both of you, that's what it's gonna cost, man. And that's why maybe you shouldn't even try to do that shit in the first date, because you don't know if you like her or not. But once you know, show that love. Fast foods, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, if a girl told me like, let's go to I would go, because sometimes, but like, if I was a woman and a guy went to me for a fast food restaurant, I was like, bro, you broke as a motherfucker. Like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. And again, I think I only understand is like how people don't communicate, you know what I mean? How the person goes to a guy car and she doesn't even know where they go. That shit is weird to me. People don't communicate. Everything is like, instead of being normal and stable, where it's like, just let's go here, or you want to hang out, yeah, let's do it. No, it's like people just expecting certain things, being entitled to certain things, and things don't work out because woman has stereotypes of what a man should be, and man has stereotypes of what a woman should be, instead of seeing we are the same, we just human beings, we just people, and and let's communicate and be normal. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the world has come to, really. I wish I was counting the numbers, because doing this without counting kind of sucks. You feel like it's not making effect because you don't know the number, you know. When I know I did 500, that's a big number. I like it. But doing this without knowing how much I am is not like as motivational. I'll probably getting close to 200, but I'm not even sure. I have to bring the paper. For me to remember things, I have to remember, put it right in the pocket, and then it's there, you know. But because I forgot again, you just remember things when you have to do them. Only in the moment you remember things. That's why it's good to have certain alarms or like things that remember you for these situations. Whew. Damn. Another thing is, like, for example, this, I would like to say stories that happen for you to have the genes of situations. I talked with a girl, right? We had exchanged numbers. I asked her. She said she would like to, at the time I was in the gym, she said she would like to go to a gym workout. Now, I didn't like the idea. I didn't tell her, but I didn't like the idea. Why? Because I don't even know you. It's the first time I'm talking to you. So, for me, as a man bringing a woman to a gym, it says a lot. Because if you go to a gym, you see always the same people. They usually go at the same time. So you bring a woman, people are going to think, oh, is your girlfriend. If you just bring a woman and she is not your girlfriend or is not close to it, it means maybe they think you're going to be a player because you're just bringing a random girl that you just met, you know. And I didn't want to. I want to make sure. I want to make sure that I like her. So it passes a few days, and I was like, "Do you want to train calisthenics?" She didn't respond. I was like, "Okay, whatever." Delete her phone number. Passes days, I'm looking at my messages. I didn't notice her photo, and it hadn't passed too long, so it should be her photo for WhatsApp, right? So I discovered that through the messages that she blocked me. So I was like, okay, this girl is crazy, because I sent her, do you want to go to calisthenics? She didn't respond, which was already a red flag. Then she blocked me for no reasons, probably because she expected me to say something else, and that's what I'm talking about. People expecting you to give certain answers or expecting you to act a certain way that they think you should act, but you are a whole different person, so you don't even understand what they're thinking. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of women have this mentality that men have like a ball of crystal, a magician ball of crystal, and they can read minds, right? And they know exactly what it's supposed to do, and that's just not real. And I say this because when I was in college, a bunch of girls were like that. It's like, oh, it's so obvious he should do this and that and this. And I was in the group in that conversation, and I was like, no, it's not obvious. I wouldn't do. You fucking crazy. So I know that a lot of women are like that. She blocked me. I go to the park. She's there one time. I didn't talk to her. I was like, you blocked me. You didn't respond. So just from that, I will not talk with you because you already ignored me in the past, and that's disrespectful. Then you blocked me. So I didn't talk with her. She got mad. And now, when I go to the other park, I see she passes through. She sees me passes through and stays looking in the view for mad long, probably expecting for me to go there and talk. And again, that's what's wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not. Why do I need to go and talk to you when you didn't respond and you blocked me in the first place? You know what I mean? And that's the backwards part. And I'm not saying this against women. I'm saying it can happen from both ways. But for me as a man, it happened to me as a man. And that's the part of like, to me, it's backwards. You disrespect me by ignoring me. You know, if a girl texts me and I ignore her, I'm not expecting her to talk to me. And if she passes through me and doesn't talk, I understand. I disrespect her. But in that person's head, she disrespects me, she blocks me, and now I have to go there and talk to her. No, you have to leave your comfort zone and talk. You don't even need to apologize and shit, but you have to break the barrier that you built. When you block somebody, when you don't respond to somebody, and you create this layer of now things awkward, you have to break it. It's not you did that shit, and he has to now, you know, break that shit that you started. And I heard before a girl say, oh yeah, I was wrong, but I want him to come and apologize. It's crazy to me. No, it's backwards. And it's this culture that we just say, like, for a lot of women, do whatever you want to do. Like, there's no problem, there's never consequences, there's never accountability, and that's wrong. You're a grown-ass woman, live in reality. If you work, you are independent, you do your own life, you live as any other person, any other man. Accountability is real to in relationships, and women who are in long-term relationships, they will tell you, no, if I did wrong, I have to go there and, you know, talk, and sometimes apologize. I don't even about apologize, but it's making things straight. It's not I fucked up and now you have to work things out. And again, I'm not talking about being the woman against the man. If I was a woman, the man did that, it's the same thing. It's not about genders. It's just showing you how things are backwards, and a lot of people think that they do wrong and the other person has to fix it. And you can stay there as long as you want. You can brush your hair, do all these jigger-jaggers, touch your body. I don't give a fuck. You did wrong, you fix that shit. You know what I mean? If you don't wanna, don't do wrong in the next person. And that's what I'm talking about. Okay? And this is just an example of like things that happen. I have way more, to be honest. I have a bunch of stories, bro. Like a bunch, man. Yugi, what's up, man? What's up, bro? How your day going? It's good, man. I kind of lost my count with the reps, but I have to bring a paper and pen. IDGF means I don't give a fuck. Okay, bro. I just say the words, man. I just write it fully. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Hey. Another story that I have is, this is a girl I was really interested in, and we know each other. We went to the same school. We used to live in the same building, and we went to the same college. It seems like fate was always encounter us. And I text her one time, "You wanna hang out?" No response. But then I see her in the mall, and I look at her, and her eyes is expecting me to go and talk with her. But guess what? I didn't. And I didn't did for being bitter, nothing like that. But in my mind, it was like, you didn't respond to my message, so you don't want to talk to me. But I could see by her eyes and her posture, she wanted. So again, you have here a girl that she wants to talk with you. She is interested in you, but she doesn't respond and expects for you to talk with her when you see her again. It's kind of the same, like same old same, and that's why I talk about misunderstandings on women and men, that they think is so obvious. I didn't respond because you text or whatever is so obvious, right? For them, because for us men it's not obvious, and we interpret messages in a completely different way. That's why it's always clashing and things don't work, because we think different. But these conversations is never talk, is never understandable. What is so obvious to them is not obvious at all for us, and what it makes sense for us, it doesn't make sense at all for them. So I guess men and women, unfortunately, we came from a generation where our parents did not teach us the understanding of different genders, and that's why everything keeps going and flop. That's how I feel. My parents never teach me nothing really. My dad once had a conversation with me because he saw a girl wanting to sit next to me, and had a conversation about me using condoms, which I'm 100% against. In the Bible, it says that God killed a man because he was peeling out of a woman, and he killed him for that. So condoms is sinful, and I'm against that shit. I used it a lot when I was younger. I knew less, when I was less faithful, less obedient. But nowadays, I will never. And yeah, like I never had no understanding. That's what I truly believe. Thousands and thousands of relationships with girls and women that didn't work out was from lack of communication and understanding between each other. And going to college, especially going to a psychology college where there was a bunch of girls, I could see that the women also don't understand men at all, and that's why things keep not working out between us. I think it's the fault of the fathers and mothers who just didn't taught us nothing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm kind of tired of the same shit, so I'm gonna start doing whatever I feel like. I kind of feel good. Sometimes you already know when you stop. Woo! That was definitely a bar. Let's get it, man. Now backwards. Woo! And it's funny because, to be honest, damn, I feel the heat. But it's like, it feels way better when I don't have all these numbers to do and shit. That low-key don't matter. I was already building a lot without doing these 100 numbers. I just went to support a guy. You know, it was fun because it was back and forwards, and even other people pull up with their opinions and they're talking shit. So it was very funny, but it ended already. So, you know, I think it's still cool and I still want to pull up like hundreds numbers, but it's more of why like I feel like it. Yeah. Today was not a today was about to do 555 of each, but I lost count and then stopped making sense for real. And I want to do other shit. Like a lot of shit that I used to do, I kind of lost. I didn't lost the possibility of doing, but I did lost like the number of reps and shit from stop doing. You know, that's a problem. That's why I had the saying of like keep doing what you were, so never lose that ability. Remember, as a kid, you used to run, jump, kick, punch, pull, push, right? But people lose that ability because they lose the habit of doing it. Age is not real when it comes to, oh, I'm too old for doing this shit. Nah, you be too lazy to do that shit. You be too sedentary to do that shit. Now you have to start doing it back. That's it. See, that's how you don't. That's how you fix your back and shit. And the thing of doing 100 reps is like you feel tired, so it's cool, but you don't want to lose the also capability of doing certain things and shit. I don't know if this shit is a drone, a plane. I don't know, it's crazy. One of my favorite exercises. Whew. 1 hour and 26. Guys, thanks for the likes, man. I truly appreciate the huge amount of likes I'm receiving, you know, for my content. You know, I appreciate all your support, pulling up the same people, new people. I really do appreciate you for real, for real. A lot of times I feel my work is underrated, even though I'm one of the best athletes in the world. And I feel like I don't receive the praise for that. and in the end of the year, and these years I really have for a lot of real athletes, but when it comes to the cloud, not really. So I do appreciate all y'all be supporting me, showing love, because this shit gets tough too. Sometimes you feel like you're not appreciated, you know? I don't know if doing these exercises because I feel that when that shit gonna break, and I fell in my face, and that's the end of me. You know what I mean? Another exercise I really like to do, and I feel like I'm a Shaolin monk for it, and that's like I was thinking of me because I still think I'm going to China or Japan to be kind of a martial arts Shaolin monk. But then I'll be hearing like a girl, she said she went to one, and then she said, oh, super hard, this and that, super hard. And then she went to Thailand to do martial arts, and she said like running for 30 minutes and working out, it was extremely demanding, even way more than the Shaolin monks martial arts. So I'd be like, I don't know if that shit is really that difficult then, because I definitely know that I run for like 20, 30 minutes, and then my workouts is way harder than that shit. So I guess they probably train less. I'm not saying all of them. Definitely I feel like the Shaolin monks, kids, the ones that are like from Chinese or Japanese that start from the beginning, I believe they might be training even more than me. I'm not saying them, but in general the training that they give there. If a girl thinks that they're running 30 minutes and then doing Muay Thai is harder, I think that shit might not be that hard. You can't, because what I do is way harder than that shit. Damn. 1 hour and 30. That's not that much. I would be tired. Really not tired physically, just tired of being here. As always.
Nosso porta já tá melhor. Tá melhor? Tá. Fica lá em cima.
You see, that's you building endurance to the pain, you know? Just stay in the bar with your hands still, it hurts. I low-key feel like just these dips and chin-ups hitting my body more than all these other squats, pull-ups, and diamonds. But definitely what I learned today is for the pump is definitely better when you just do one exercise because you keep pushing that shit. It's liberating to start doing everything I want again, but I don't know. It's like the pump also, because when you do it for numbers, it's like you know the numbers you have to do, so you just keep pushing. And when you do it free will, it sometimes feels like, okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna go. But in the other, you might be already be tired on 300 or 400 reps. But you still have to do 100 or 155 more, you know what I mean? That's the difference. I'm going to show you an exercise that you do 3 range of motions: wide, medium, and tied up. It's all about that endurance to the pain. And the more you endure, the harder your body is going to feel. You know what I mean? That's how you build a strong immune system and you never get cold. Man, bro, my chest pumped. After all this shit, I feel my chest more pumped now than before. You know what I mean? I feel a little bit in my back too. I love that shit. That's it, man. My Super Saiyan workout, the only one who can do that shit. Not the only one, but one of the only ones who can do this shit. And that's the difference. A lot of people know to do techniques that are not taking out none of that shit. That's impressive too. But then they cannot do the reps or the weights. I can do it all. Even the running. That's why I say I'm the most complete athlete in the world. You also have to be careful not to injure yourself, man. Sometimes you lose balance doing more and more. Be careful to not fall. Gave me a mean punch from my back, like I feel my back super sore. Even the 2 reps was pretty hype. You see, I was about to leave because I was tired of being here. Not really tired physically, more tired of being here. But I didn't, and I'm getting a huge pump right now. It's just like yesterday. Yesterday I didn't feel no pump doing the 300 pull-ups and 300 squats, but the next day I was sore, so to let me know that my body was utilized to the good capacity. You know what I mean? You see, you might be want to be training like the martial arts monks, but you feel like I don't have money for that shit. You don't need to. You find a park or any place, people from the streets, sometimes you see them going to construction place and they have their bars to climb, right? And they do pull-ups there, they do muscle-ups there. All training is just pushing your endurance to the maximum level and keep pushing and keep pushing. The more work you do, the more effort you put, regardless of what it is, be calisthenics, gymnastics, weights, martial arts, it don't matter. It's just pushing, 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 and you're gonna build from that shit. You know what I mean? Time is it? Oh, we have 30 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna have to leave. I could leave at 11, but it would be a risky situation. Not really, because it's so cold that I don't even need to take a shower. Yeah, I don't even smell. I don't even need to take a shower, you know what I mean? So I really could leave at 11 and then buy my cookies, my Powerade, or any drink that I feel like it. No sodas, because probably I'm gonna drink that in the restaurant. But the other day I drink a bunch of coffees until almost 1, and then I drink a soda after the train, and like I didn't sleep the whole night. I didn't sleep. So I learned my lesson, you know. Definitely cannot be drinking coffee past like 11 is already risky, you know. I should be 10 max. Even 10 is already asking for it, because I drink a bunch of coffee, you know. But sodas too is like, I think it's lunchtime, and even that only sometimes, you know. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna go to a restaurant today, but yeah, in general not. Walk in, guys. Not only mentally, but with your arms. Fuck. That's how you get huge bumps. You know what I mean? Go to the maximum, force the pain, endure, and keep enduring and enduring. That's how you build. There was a massive bump right now. Damn. You see, me taking the shirt, putting back, taking the shirt, putting back is because of these high pumps that it just hits my body and builds my body, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yesterday I trained 3 hours, but I'm thinking of like, I started to have a goal of like training 4 hours a day and making working out my full-time job, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm way more probable of being successful if I just take what people do in the 8 hours job. I started to do 8 hours training. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? A lot of days I only have 1 meal a day, so that's not even the problem for real. You know what I mean? I usually don't even feel hungry when I'm working out. That's it, guys. Just endure the pain until the final part. Don't quit. Don't surrender. If you can have do even half a rep, if you can do half a rep, do that shit. Do not surrender to that pain. You know what I mean? Never surrender, guys. That's what peasants want you to do. Peasants want you to surrender. Predators want you to surrender. Fuck these peasants. Fuck these predators. Fuck these worms as people. Fuck the female dudes. I know what it's all about. Real men, real women out here who put effort and pain all day, every day. We're kings. Kings and queens. This is another way. We just keep going till we can know more. I was just thinking about opinions. And my cousin, he's like a fat ass who doesn't do shit, but he loves to share his whack ass opinions. Always hating, is always to dismotivate. You know, and I said one time in a video like, fuck your opinions don't matter. And the opinion that he gave, I used that shit as an example and said fuck you and fuck your opinion. And I stand on that shit. People who don't work out, people don't have half of my results, fucking peasants, and your opinion don't matter for nothing. Your opinion is whack. Fuck you, hater. And yeah, that's all I have to say, man. I fucking hate haters, man. To me, they will be all dead. Useless, worthless. It's just a waste of time. You haters are very good to be on the trash, you know. That's the personal place that they belong. It's where they fit on the trash ass place. More pain, more gain, man. Let's get it. You see, big gains, man. Look at my chest. Look at my back. I was about to quit that shit because I was tired of being here. But now, as long as we can, I'm gonna continue pushing. Fuck. Major back building out here. Bro, narrow grip, extremely hard. I don't know if it's because it's the last one, but I don't feel so. I feel like it's just extremely hard. Whew. Damn. I always like this exercise too. I feel like it builds more weight than the V tape. You know, pull-ups is builds more of the V, while this one that I'm gonna do now, that is more like rows, it builds thickness to the back, which is gonna be to the whole body. Major work out here. Almost 2 hours on this shit. No joke. I miss doing a bunch of pull-ups. I'm not even doing right now, but it's just these 3 in a row is amazing. I miss doing this shit. You know what I mean? Damn, look at my body. Let me do a quick thumbnail right here. It was really looking better when you didn't see anything. I like it. Thumbnails. Thumbnail. no game, guys. She was different. 2 hours. I like to do 3, but I don't have time. I ain't even that hungry because I usually don't eat nothing, just drink water diluted with coffee over and over and over the whole morning. But today I did eat 2 toasts with cheese. It was like, what's the name? Goat teeth? Goat cheese, I don't know. It was like that type of cheese. Olive oil, 2 of those, a slice of pizza that I still had it, water, and then a lot of the water without little cup. Not even a lot, it was like 3 or 4 cups. And then I came because of like, you know, I just want to come. I wanted to be like, for one part was like, I'm going to be here alone in the morning because nobody's awake, which is for me way better. Training alone, I always prefer. But, and also, my parents was there, so, you know, I cannot make too much noise. But yeah, I'll probably will start coming here more in the morning so I can be here training alone and shit. It's always the best. I feel like a martial arts monk and shit. You know, super focused. I can focus on the ocean and shit and just be here peaceful. If you guys can, try doing this set, bro. It's amazing. 2 or 3 reps, wide range, medium range, close by or tight range. It's a huge hit on the back, bro. I'm really loving this shit. There's a girl there with like one side right here of like red hair. It looks pretty cool. Made me remember when I used to have my one side just blonde. To be honest, I got that shit by streets, black dudes who had it, and I thought it was pretty cool. But also, like I saw some girls with like just these parts blonde, and I like it a lot. So I always like that style. I feel like it's very different and like against the grain. You know, I always like people who didn't got scared of being different. Everybody want to be the same, everybody want to be sheeps, and everybody hates on people who try to be different because they are so fucking sheeps, so fucking peasants that they always want everybody look the same as them. So somebody doesn't look different and better like a peasant, but that's why I keep telling most people these sheeps and peasants, because that's what it is. You can be yourself, you can be unique, you can be iconic, or you can be a fucking peasant and be just a random and a hater. Straight up talk.
Det är verkligen en take-off som är rätt intensiv. Vad är det största du har surfat? Jag tror dock, helt ärligt,
these other exercises I just did, it does a lot of chest, so kind of depleting me on the dips, whatever. This is always gonna be like super smashed. I'm telling you. They said when you do 2 to 3 reps, wide, medium, and tight grips, is a blower on your back. Whew. Feel my whole body pretty blasted right now. Let's continue a little bit more. I don't believe I have to go vote, man. It's fucking boring. I don't even believe in none of this shit. For me, it was just like the military contact me and be like, yo, let's take over this shit. Let's end it with this fucking clown ass democracy. And they're like, I'll be the next Salazar and change all this shit, you know what I mean? That would be cool. All this government and democracy, fuck this shit. always here. It's not about the reps. It's about how long can you endure with the pain getting more and more excruciating. And just keep pushing, keep pulling, keep moving. You know what I mean? It's all the same. When I run, when I lift weights, when I do cables, when I do calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, squats, dips, muscle-ups, or when I did boxing, it's all the same. It's just enduring more and more pain and keep going. The person who can endure the most pain is going to be the best in the sport. It's always like that. That's why everybody who's the best always was the first to come and the last to leave. Guys, I appreciate the love, man. I see we have 6 likes now. I really do appreciate y'all, bro. We growing out here. Promoting this culture of like hardcore training. And not even hardcore, just keep training every day. No rest. None of that shit. Movement's the medicine. You know what I mean? Keep going hard every day. I still don't understand why people want to rest. The only time I rested was because I went on a fruit diet where I did feel like I lost all my energy and my body needed to rest because I was going way too much and having a lot of heart pains and shit like that. That was it. And then when I used to smoke weed, once I quit that shit, like my body didn't want to train. But this time, because I knew better and I stopped gradually, like pushing more hours of the day without it, and then eventually just one time a day and later in the noon, and then I quit that shit. I was already having this routine when I was working out before, and usually before that shit hooked me up so much, I used to feel like I needed that shit to work out, you know what I mean? I needed that shit for everything. And if y'all had any addiction that y'all have, regardless being booze, smokes, food or whatever, is all about you wake up and learn to do more hours without that shit. And I started at 11 a.m. and then it was like 12, then it's like 2, then 3, 4, and then that's when I decided to rip the band-aid off and just quit, you know. And I did also quit cold turkey for 2 months, but I don't know, I don't think now that's the best way. I think like I developed a lot of like self-restraint and growth through that shit, but I don't think it's the best way, just because then you're gonna have just the memory of like not having it or having it, and it is a false memory. While if you postpone, you're gonna realize that when you are sober, you are more happy and you feel more in control, and you feel like, you know, it's like the Bible say, you don't have a substance that controls you. When you have a substance that controls you, you are a slave to that substance, you know what I mean? So that's it. I'm glad that I'm more and more following the things that I already knew that I should follow. Like when I did tattoos, they say in the Bible to not do skulls or like witchcraft and shit like that, and I never did that shit knowing that. But they also say to not put tattoos, and I put it, right? And this time I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do no more tattoos. Even if I like the look, I do see now how it's like you are, you know, cutting your skin, putting that liquid, that ink that you don't even know how bad that shit is, and it stays for the rest of your life. And I stopped eating pork. I don't eat pork no more because in the Bible says it's filthy, just like other animals. It's not just pork. Haze is another, you know. There's a bunch of animals that you shouldn't be eating. And also, I don't smoke no more. I don't drink. The only thing I do is coffee and other things that is not like forbidden by the Bible. And when I say the Bible, the first testimony, because Jesus said that it's not about the food. So that's what I use as escape for eating pork, but no more, because I do feel bad things happen to me every time. Like, I feel like you are opening a portal for bad thing happens to you, and losers, haters, and weirdos feel like free to interact with you, which is never easy. And I always put people straight, but it's still annoying. You know what I mean? So I refuse to eat pork now, as any other the other animal too. Hazes, and also I think it's haze. Haze is like the rabbit that is like bigger. And there's other animals like snake, any animal that you just basically can eat. Chicken, cow, and fish, and that's it. You know what I mean? You can eat bull and other shit, but I don't even eat that shit out here. So yeah, none of my family respect that shit. My family is like false Christians. Is that Sundays go to church, false Christians that I keep calling, man. And I like to call it by name. The fake Christians, the fake Sunday go to church Christians, the peasants, the worms, the female dudes. I love to say by names. Well, a lot of people are. I mean, I feel like accountability, it has to be a thing, and I just name it because it's true. You know what I mean? If you don't obey the 10 Mandaments, even like adultery and having sex with woman who has already a partner. Like I used to, not be too much into that because like it was very hot woman who wanted me, and I was like, who is this dude? He's a peasant. I don't give a fuck. But now I realize like no, God told you not to do that, and God told you that He will bring you death, and not only death but despair until you are deaf. And it's very clear: ulcers, sickness, worms and shit that I be seeing like my grandparents, my father has that shit. So yes, God will punish you exactly what He says in the Bible, and the Bible is not a doctrine. The Bible is the rules to life, and I always saw that as that. So I will obey strictly by the rules because I feel like God praises me way more by that. And big part of me not drinking alcohol is because I told you that before. There's a story of a clan who their god, it was not God, it was their god, said for their ancestors, do not drink any fermented drink, which fermented drink is alcoholic. They are not mentioning the kombuchas and shit, but don't drink no fermented drink. And because of that, they didn't, even though it was 3 generations before said it. And God told us, I value more this clan that doesn't follow me because they follow their God by the rule and don't drink, than my people, because my people is lustful and disobedient and an embarrassment. So ever since I read that twice, I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna stop drinking alcohol, because at first never nothing good happened to me when I drink that shit, and then God praises, so I want to be praised by God. And also for the kids, I know a lot of y'all already told me, even though I say this live I put it on the YouTube is not for kids, y'all told me I'm 8 years old, 11, 12, 13, 15, y'all told me that shit. And it's like, I want to promote for y'all that it's not cool to drink alcohol, it's not cool to smoke any type of smoke, it's not cool to do drugs, it's not cool to take beer and all that crap and all that trash. It's not cool to jerk off. We all fall into temptation, but it's not a good thing. And I'm trying to promote living soberly, working out, being healthy, being outside, and that's it. That's the example I want to give you, that example for your kids, which what was given to me, which was a bunch of garbage that I had to grow up as a man and learn that it is just a bunch of garbage that is not worth it. You know what I mean? Let me see the time. Okay, we have 26 minutes. I told you before, I did want to leave because I was just tired of being here, but it hasn't been the case. Now I do feel tired as a whole, and doing a rep of anything is not being enjoyable no more. I'm gonna do one last set of muscle ups just to make sure, because sometimes I rest it and then I feel like if I continue it's okay, but I don't think so right now. I feel like I reached the stamina that I have for today. Let me do these last sets and we're gonna bounce, because I am tired of working out as a whole, not just of being here, you know. One more. I felt like I had it one more. I didn't get it. Fuck. That's it, guys. I enjoy thoroughly. Almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. Early morning till now. Hope you guys enjoy. I appreciate everybody who comment on the chat. I appreciate all the likes, all the hearts pumping emojis and shit. Thanks for all my new subscribers and for all the old ones who's still here. I'll see you probably in the next one. Bye. Be good, train, be healthy, prove yourselves, and don't indulge on bad habits unless you know eating something sweet and shit. I cannot talk none of that because I'm gonna do that right now. See ya. Bom dia, João. Eu vou sair agora, but if you want to see from the beginning, it's right here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.